What's up, y'all? This your boy Mambo with the Big Dog Command Room. I finally get to see the big dog. And the reason, inspiration by this. What do you want? Sit. Say hi. Okay, sit down. Bro, this is the stupidest. I'm so tired of this staff, bro. I mean, not the whole staff. I love Coach Rant. Like, I love the leadership that he brings to our team. But the coach, it's clear. Like, just this game alone, like, you know, with please sit down. It's clear, man. It's clear that, like, you know, sorry, I'm not an animal abuser. It's clear that there's a huge difference in coaching between us and the Giants. The Giants have nobody. Absolutely nobody. Like, Saquon Barkley is their best player by far. And they don't have anybody else. Like, you know, I mean, I can't say that, but, you know, what, Evan Neal, Darius Slayton is their best receiver. And we let them look like they were the daggone, like, I don't know, receiving core. We treated them like they was daggone the Chargers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody with some crazy receivers. Like, we treated them like that. We treated them like they were like the daggone Vikings or whatever. And then offensively, we treated them like they was the daggone Pittsburgh Steelers or something, like back in the day when the Pittsburgh Steelers were crazy and you couldn't run nothing or throw nothing, like, you know, like, god dang, bro. Like, this is it. Oh, you're being so weird. Please. Bro. Sit. Okay. So, I'm so pissed off. This was a waste of time. This was a waste of energy. Like, let me tell you. Well, nah, I'm gonna share that in the reflections. Like, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, just a quick insight in that. I was out watching this game and I was stressed watching it. People talking about it was a fun game and stuff. This game was terrible. I hated this game. This is one of the worst games of the season. I feel like we might as well have lost. I'm grateful that we tied because I did not want to lose to the daggone Giants, especially losing to the Giants. They're a good coach team. They're not a good team. Like, they're not, like, you know, they're going to the playoffs and they're going to lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, they're going to lose. They go to the playoffs, they're going to lose. Like, because the teams in the playoffs, like who they haven't beat any of them. I think they played all of them. They played the Vikings. I don't think they played the 49ers. Matter of fact, instead of me just kind of guessing and talking figuratively, like, let's look at it. Dang on, bro. I'm just so mad. Like, you know, we had no reason to freaking lose. I mean, I'm in my mind, we lost. In my mind, I can't process this. I can't fathom why we just tied with them. I really don't understand this. This is this piss poor coaching that we have going, you know what I'm saying? And Ron Rivera allows this. He waits too long to make adjustments to his coaching staff and his leadership. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to wait till week 5, week 6 or 7 for you to damn decide to, like, you know, like, make changes and adjust and start winning? Why do we have to wait? Why do we have to tie with a team that has no talent of worth, of note? You know what I'm saying? So these dudes played the Titans. Like, you know, barely won, and that was the beginning of the season. I remember that. And like I said, they're not I can't even say they're a good team, bro. I mean, they have good coaching staff. They motivate their players, put them in a good position. We just do not. We don't execute. We just regressed. I was just sitting here like 2 days ago talking about how we matured. They're maturing in front of my eyes and our eyes and stuff like that. And then we pull out this performance. Like, I don't understand what we're doing. So they play the Cowboys. I think they're playing they played the Cowboys twice and lost. They played the Packers. The Packers are not any good. They played the Seahawks and lost. Like, any team that's going to be in the playoffs, they're playing the Vikings later. They might lose them. Like, they're not good. If they go to the playoffs, they're like, they're not going to win anything. And I will say this. I wanted to say this in the reflection or like the post-game, pre-game, whatever. Like, I know it sounds weird, but I actually want the Giants to go to the playoffs. Like, I want all NFC East teams to go to the playoffs so we can have like the record, like break that or whatever type thing it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have the like, that be a like, a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sit down. That would be really cool. But I don't want that to be at the expense of us. You know what I'm saying? Whether we lose or tie. Like, who wants to tie? Like, this is the wackiest thing that I've ever, like, this is some loser football. That's loser football. Even though we didn't lose, this is just like, what the heck? Would we get crackers and a Capri Sun and a trophy at the end of this? Like, oh, good job, guys. They was at the end of the game, they sitting there smiling and had that. Was loser football. Nobody won. What do we say? Good job. See you next week. No, it's terrible, bro. I have to go on a rant before. This is unacceptable. Yes, you're a special dog. You're seen. Hello. How you doing? Sit. I'm not playing with you. Can you sit? What else? Anyway. Stop. That's why I don't have you out the cage. Stop. Chill out. Stop. If I pop you. Stop. Sit down. All right. Why? Son, I don't understand, like, what this was. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Giants were trying to win. We were just, I don't know. We were just there. We were just trying to make it to the bye week. And I said it about the whole team. The team looked tired. This was by far one of the worst team games. Like, we really should have lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's in my mind. I was registering as a loss, even though we tied, and that doesn't compute either. Like, I don't like get none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just loser football. It's so that is trash. This is suckish. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could see that the Giants were trying to win because they kicked a field goal at the end. And we were just like, well, I guess we're gonna tie. Like, you know, like, bro, do you understand the rules of overtime? This is over. We're already over the regulated amount and stuff like that. We all had to sit through the daggone dude explaining the rules for the coin toss. There's no other time outside of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you need to score. All we had to do was kick a field goal, not score a touchdown, because the defense stopped them. But we don't have to score a field goal. We don't have to do a safety. We don't have to do nothing special. We don't have to return a punt, like, for a touchdown. Just kick a field goal. Go down the field and kick a field goal. And instead, we get the ball like 2-3 times and don't do nothing. It's piss poor, bro. Our coaching staff sucks. I like Ron Rivera as a leader, but he sucks. Like the defense, the whole staff sucks as far as trying to get the best out of their players. You get any other coaching staff, Brian Dable has our coaching staff. The way he's using that talent there, that great value talent, and we're going to Super Bowl, no question. Some stuff. We have a Super Bowl caliber team on some stuff. We still need some pieces. Granted, you know what I'm saying. We definitely. I can't say that. We're not Super Bowl. We're not doing nothing in Super Bowl. I mean, we're not doing nothing. We might be able to win a playoff game. We're not winning no 2 playoff games, bro. Whoever's at quarterback right now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not with Sam Howell. Y'all keep talking about Sam Howell. It'd be nice to see him. I want to see him, but he's not getting in this year. Realistically, come on now. And all right, let me just get into this then, because I'm just gonna be ranting forever. Defense, this was the worst game. I don't understand, bro. We have played better teams with more talent. We just beat the Eagles, who have 3-4 receivers that are just crazy, and we just went in here and played the daggone replacements, the scab teams, you know what I'm saying, whoever, and could barely cover them. We just keep letting him just have stuff down the middle. Darius Slayton looked crazy. Daniel Jones, to this day, I don't understand. They ran the ball to left. We clearly have leverage to that side, even though they have the numbers blocking. We have leverage to that side to force him outside and just somebody's jet in and tackle this man. He waits till all the traffic flows that way, and he cuts back and just runs for a first down. And that is, I think they scored that drive, but it's just it's simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Why do we treat Daniel Jones like he is Michael Vick? Why do we treat Daniel Jones like he is Josh Allen? Daniel Jones is trash. He's not good. He shouldn't even be in the league. They have gave him grace. If he was okay, I'm not even about to get into that. Actually, I might. Actually, I will. If he was a black quarterback, he's not staying in the league that long. You know what I'm saying? He would be somebody's backup right now. He would be Tyrod Taylor. His back. Daniel Jones backup. He'd be Jacoby Brissett. He would be you know what I'm saying? If he was black, he might not be in the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to discredit Daniel Jones. I don't think he's terrible, but he's not good. He's not. I would say he's trash. You know what I'm saying? He had 200 yards, but I think he got a majority of that in the overtime. He had 130 something yards, bro. Just throwing the Saquon Barkley out to the side, and they just get enough, and they just kept doing that down the field, and we didn't have nobody out in the flats. I get it, granted, we have one linebacker, and that's another thing. These are the decisions that come down from our coaching staff. That's Ron Rivera's decision to not get no other type of athletic linebackers. If we have 2 athletic linebackers out there, we have a linebacker that is able to cover Saquon Barkley out in the flats and keep his strong 400-pound power cleaning self, from getting first downs, and somebody to cover the middle of the field. Jamie can't cover the whole middle of the field and the flats. Cam Curl has to guard a tight end or something like that. What are we doing? This was the worst game. I don't understand. I don't understand. Somebody help me. Somebody Google these people. Who is Isaiah Hodgins? Who is this guy? Who is he? He looks like daggone Patrick Mahomes' brother. The dude, he looked like he did a tic-tac-toe dance after this. Like, you know, we tied. Like who is Daniel Bellinger? He's a tight end. People, who is Richie James? This man went to Middle Tennessee. I mean, they was good. They good enough. If they're good enough to go to the league, they're good enough to play. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to disrespect them, but who are these guys? Who are these masked men? They literally threw outside of Saquon Barkley, and actually Breida don't even matter. He caught one reception for 4 yards. It doesn't matter. Outside of Saquon Barkley, they threw to 4 people. Darius Slayton had 90 yards. Bro, I'm so mad. Y'all don't understand how mad I am. Y'all don't understand. People are like, oh, well, at least we tied. No! No! Y'all don't understand how mad I am. We should be 8-5 going into the bye week. Bro. But instead we decided to tie with a team that doesn't deserve to get tied with. A team that we should have blown out. We were up 10-0. Bro. They threw to 5 people. If I'm counting, they threw to 5 people. And almost beat us. Sit down. Sit down. I'm not sit down. It wouldn't be the big dog command room without some work. Stop. Anyways. Bro, I'm so pissed. This is the worst defensive game, bro. We've played tougher teams. Like, we've played the Vikings. Okay, granted we lost to the Vikings, but I say we played them better than did this. You know, on some stuff. You know, we played the daggone the Eagles. They have like 3-4 receivers that are really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? 4-5 maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have really good receiver depth. And we played them better, but we let this happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying the yardage wise, but it's just like, why did we let them even stay in this game? Christian Holmes. Bro, you need to go. Bro, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't need you right here right now. Sit down. Sit down. Actually, I don't know. This was the worst game. I mean, outside of the defensive line, this was terrible. I mean, it's hard to like judge Jamin. It's like he's the only one. I mean, John Bostic was out there like that. Like, it's hard to judge the linebackers because it's like, you know, it's really only one out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Like, why do Christian Holmes? Like, you know what I'm saying? I get he's a rookie. He has potential. He had good technique, but it's like, bro, go get the ball. At a certain point, it's the same with Bobby McCain. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he was doing this stuff, like, there's no reason why Darius Slayton should have 90 yards on us. Like, there's no reason why he should be like feeling like, oh yes, I'm bringing the team on my back, and we should have beat them by like 30. You know what I'm saying? Handedly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though they're a good team, good, well coached team, bro, these are great value players. Who is Richie James? Who is Isaiah Hodgins, bro? Who is Darius Slayton? Come on now. Bro. Let me look at this dude, like. I mean, that's fair. He's like a wide receiver 2 or 3. Probably a 3. You know, and I mean, granted, like, you know, what, 2019, 2020, he caught for 740 yards in 2019. In 2020, he caught for 751. I guess he was injured 2021. He had 300 yards. But, like, you know, he's on pace. He's on pace to get more than 700 yards this year. So, congrats to him. But he's their wide receiver 1. And really, he should be like a wide receiver 3. So, but everybody all like, oh, if this is the game to miss Benjamin St-Juste, it would be this one in the Falcons game. We needed Benjamin St-Juste today, because that shouldn't have happened. They shouldn't even had more than 100 yards. Like, you know, Daniel Jones shouldn't have had more than 100 yards on passing. Like for real. That doesn't make any sense to me. I didn't see Kendall Fuller, have any, like, you know, problems. I mean, who was he guarding? So, like, I don't know. I didn't see all the catches on Derek Forrest and Christian Holmes, like, alone, bro. And the thing, and the reason why I'm upset with Jack Del Rio is because this has it has no freaking reason to even, like, you know, come to this, like, you know what I'm saying, where we're like barely hanging on and praying that we don't get beat by the Giants, like hoping that we get tied with the Giants. This is trash. Like, and that's another thing. Okay, I would say with the D line, we getting the ball. They're running the ball at the middle. Like, I think that's a weak spot for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they double team, you know, they're like our dudes, Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. Luti pointed this out, which is very true. They're not John Ridgeway. They're not Fedarian Mathis, where it's like, you know, they're big 300-pound dudes just, like, you know, like breaking up these double teams and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in certain situations they get doubled and stuff like that, and they clear the lanes. Like, you know, I seen a Twitter, like, you know, post where Jonathan Allen's getting triple teamed and Deron Payne is getting double teamed. It's not for this game, but just, like, I think it was the Falcons game. But there is a spot in our defense, like, you know, in the middle where they can just run up there. Like, you know, Saquon Barkley literally just ran up the middle of our defense and ran into the end zone. Like, you know what I'm saying? We take that touchdown away, they're not winning this game. We take the other touchdown away where they do a daggone whip route with Christian Holmes, and he just, like, you know, biting on this stuff like he's in high school. Like, I can't fault him. He's a rookie, like, you know what I'm saying? But why is he out there? Like, you know, I'm sitting there thinking, like, when Benjamin St-Juste got injured and we saw that he wasn't going to be able to play, I'm thinking, oh, we just put Danny Johnson out on the outside and then have Bobby McCain still in the slot and just, like, boom, bam, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? But instead, oh, let's put Christian Holmes in there. He shouldn't have been playing in the daggone Atlanta game, really. Because he gave us some stuff there, if you want to look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I can go. It's just no reason. And then Daniel Jones, bro, like we play Jalen Hurts. Who do y'all think is better at running the ball? Jalen Hurts or freaking Daniel Jones? He played Ryan Tannehill. He didn't even run on us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do we let these quarterbacks just leak out? Like, you know what I'm saying? We still have to do better with that D-line. Like, they have to do better with containing and edge setting and stuff like that. Like, I'm so mad, bro. Like, that's the most frustrating thing. Like, okay, we play the Bears. We let quarterbacks run on us. Like, it's so annoying, bro. Justin Fields had 88 yards. I'm not about to go through that. That's some reflection type stuff. But I'm just so frustrated, bro. That was terrible. How did we have a game like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, the stats is not going to be like, oh, like, you know, they dominated us and stuff like that, but they shouldn't have been that successful. If we had this elite defense and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't have been that successful. Therefore, I don't know what you were doing. How do you let a tight end, like, you know what I'm saying, like, catch a crazy pass on you in overtime, I want to say. I think it was overtime. Like, the first daggone play, like, you know, first couple plays to help them even, I mean, not the first drive, I think, but the second drive. Whatever it was, either first, like, you know, it was either the fourth quarter or overtime. I don't remember, bro. I wanted to forget this game. This game was ugly. It was terrible. It wasn't fun. It wasn't cool. It's like, it was yeah. How do you allow a tight end to just get down the field on you like that and you not pick it off? You doing all these athletic picks and stuff like that. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's why we like Jairus talks about, we really do need a true free safety and stuff. I want to see that in Percy Butler. I don't know if he can do that, like, you know what I'm saying, even next year or whatever, we'll see. But it's just like, yo, I don't know, man. But that's the defense, bro. That's all I can talk about. That's as much. I mean, I can't even like break down plays. I don't have no notes, so reflection time is not gonna be no notes. It's just gonna be branding some more and complaining about this game. So be fair warned. Offensively, bro, get. If I leave him in the cage, he barks. If I have him out, he barks. So, what do you want? Stop! Stop! Oh my gosh. Okay. Offensively, I'm not gonna say that. I was saying this, so I did say this while I was on the way home. Like, you know what I'm saying. I was like, I hate Scott Turner. It's a harsh thing. You're not supposed to hate nobody. I don't hate nobody. I don't hate him as a person. I hate him as an offensive coordinator. Cause no, this is before we even get to the offense. Cause he is the offensive coordinator. He coordinates how the offense is going to be. Before we get to anybody and point fingers and be like this, if we did this, Scott Turner needs to be fired tonight. He sucks. It's like, and then it's like, even with the defense playing poorly or not as good as we want them to sometimes, like, they keep us in games. They do. They do enough to keep us in games, and this dude fumbles the ball every daggone time, more than Antonio Gibson. Knock on wood. Y'all seen that. Y'all heard it. But, bro, if you call another daggone screen on third down, do you know that a screen starts behind the line of scrimmage? And if it gets tackled and blown up, that you have a tackle for loss, a loss of yardage, and that it takes 10 yards at a maximum or more, like, you know, depending on how you call a dumb play before that, to get to a first down. That is not an effective play for third down. If you call a mesh route and throw to the dig, or even throw to the flats, I'm so pissed, bro. If you just throw to the flats, you know what I'm saying? You can get a first down. And everybody's gonna try to blame Taylor Heineke and stuff like that. I mean, fair enough. He didn't play his best game, but he got 2 touchdowns. And he did enough. He came back to help us. Like, you know, I'm gonna speak about that. You are able to call plays and tell this dude what he's going to run. What the play is gonna be. Perfect example. Go look at the Taylor Heineke mic'd up, where he told Antonio Gibson to get down. If you can tell him to do that, tell this guy to look in the flats and throw the daggone ball to the flats to get the first down. Instead of you just being like, okay, I'm going to call a screen on third down, and it's going to work so well because it's going to catch the defense by surprise because we haven't run it 50,000 freaking times. You know, and that's going to work. And I'm surprised, like, you know, I forgot to mention this in the reflection and in the post game, you know, about the Falcons game, bro. Like, he didn't call. He called probably like one screen, and they got called back because it's Curtis Samuel. They called it pass interference or whatever. But I'm surprised. Like, he calls them like he's addicted to them. Like, I need to. You got one of them. You got one of them screens? Can I get another screen? Like, bro, come on, man. And them draws. Why do you call a draw on third down? Like, I get it. Like, you know, they're playing back. You know what I'm saying? But when have we seen us really get a first down off of a screen or a draw? Like, you know what I'm saying? If anything, the closest we get is like, you know, 1 yard right outside of daggone a first down. But we never get the first down. It never works. We don't have the linemen to do that. We have the athletes, but, bro, and everybody's complaining about, oh, we need better quarterbacks. We might as well put Winston. We might as well put Sam Howell in. Bro, if we had Patrick Mahomes, we would be 0-11. It's like, nah, I'm sicing, but like, okay. No, serious, that was terrible. But even if we had Patrick Mahomes, bro, we still, like, you know, we probably might win like 2-3 more games, just because our team is just so good talent wise that it's like really hard for us like not to like be good. It's like, that's the thing. We have to try to be suck, like, you know what I'm saying? We have to try to do stuff like this today. Like, this effort was piss poor. You know what I'm saying? All around. The team sucked. Like, but if we put any quarterback in this situation and Scott Turner calls these plays, and with this offensive line, we're not doing much. Like, so it doesn't matter what quarterback we have in there, because the line is not blocking long enough, and Scott Turner is not calling a sufficient amount of plays to make this happen. Okay, granted, maybe if we had Patrick Mahomes, like, he might make some better throws. You know what I'm saying? But also Patrick Mahomes, like sometimes he panics. Leave it alone. Leave. Granted, we have like Patrick Mahomes and stuff like that. Like, you know, he might make this couple throws, but just the way Scott Turner calls plays, like, you know what I'm saying, it's just not efficient enough, bro. Like it's like he doesn't realize that stuff is not working, so let's not go there. Like he's just like, oh well, I'm just gonna call it anyway, which is the dumbest thing. And he sucks. He's really hindering our offense. He's been hindering our offense since he got here, since 2020. Like everybody was like, oh, like he was the only one that helped. Like, well, no, they said Kevin O'Connell, but you know what I'm saying. All these people that try to defend Scott Turner, y'all have to stop this. Regardless of how Taylor Heinicke plays, Carson Wentz plays, all this stuff, no. This man had to get 5 yards to kick a field goal in regulation to end the game. Regardless of Joey Sly's missed field goal, which if he made that and we scored like we were supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying, like regardless of that, this man needed to get 5 yards, and what did he do? Let's call a screen. Da, 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 da. No. Bro, I could rant about Scott Turner alone, bro. I cannot stand him. I hate him as a coordinator. I don't hate him as a person. I hate him as a coordinator. Get off our coaching staff, please. You suck. And they gave you 3 more years, a contract extension, rewarding you for being the most mediocre coach in NFL. In the NFL, you are terrible, bro. You get great value coaching out. I mean, great value results out of Lamborghini, high class Audi. I'm trying to think of a Harris Teeter, Whole Foods, you know, brand people, players. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get great value results out of, like, you know, Whole Food players. That's the best way that they're going to describe that. You getting 99 you get 1990 Honda value out of some Lamborghinis, bro. And you sit week after week, bro. You sit week after week, being like, oh yeah, I know we just need to, if we just like, you know what I'm saying, instead of just trying to do better, bro. I mean, granted, I will give you this one thing. You got the ball to Jahan Dotson, like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna get to him too, but I really got to sit on this. I'm so tired of him. From 2020, regardless of our quarterback situation, when we had Dwayne Haskins in, like, you know, even then, and when it was like, oh, if we have better quarterback play, if he has a better, we've had all these quarterbacks. Taylor Heinicke by far has been the best quarterback that we had. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not even trying to be on some bias, like, because y'all know how I feel about Taylor Heinicke. I don't care what y'all say. He gives us the best advantage to win. He has been the best quarterback outside of Alex Smith, like, you know, granted, the check down king. Like, outside of him, he has given us the best advantage to win and the best QB play that we've had. Like, you know, some stability, like, you know what I'm saying? But even then, y'all still just sitting there like, if we gave Scott Turner a good quarterback, he's going. No, if you give Scott Turner a good quarterback, he's going to ruin it. He's going to ruin them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want us to get C.J. Stroud. I don't want us to get Bryce Young. I don't want to get none of these quarterbacks, because you know what we're going to do? We're going to ruin their career. Easily. We get a Justin Fields, like, you know, we have him looking like the worst quarterback in we have him looking like LaMarcus Russell, whatever, from the Raiders. I probably messed up his name. Y'all know who I mean. And then try to blame him. Like, oh, if we need better QB play from the... No. At certain points, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and wonder what's going on, bro. And granted, y'all, and sickening thing that's going like that is y'all are okay with this daggone tie. Y'all gonna sit here and be like, well, at least we tied. Like, you know what I'm saying? Phew. Like, dodge that, but no. Bro, I don't know. I don't even think I'm not done with him, bro. Like, I can rant for another 30 minutes, but he sucks, bro. He doesn't. He's hindering our team. He needs to be fired immediately. Like, he had to get 5 yards. This has been a consistent thing. Like, it be like, and granted, all you have to do is just tell Taylor Heineke too, because it's both of them, and he's an offensive coordinator. Just talk to him and tell him, get 5 yards. Look for the check down. Look for the flat route. You can tell him that. It's okay. It's legal to tell him that. You know what I'm saying? And instead, because it's that situation, y'all cannot blame Taylor Heineke. I mean, granted, I'm gonna get to him. He didn't make his throws today. He didn't make a lot of throws today. You know what I'm saying? And he had it. They secondary acting like they was on the Legion of Boom. Granted, you know what I'm saying? But y'all can't blame Tyler Heineke for this tie. I want to say loss, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we should have lost. Y'all can't blame Taylor Heineke for this. There's no way that we have. There's no way we have 4 receivers. Actually, 5 players that run under a 4.5. Actually, it's 6 players, and I'm saying Terry McLaurin runs a 4.3. Curtis Samuel runs a 4.3. Antonio Gibson runs a 4.3. Jahan Dotson runs a 4.4. De'Ami Brown, did I say 6? That was 5. De'Ami Brown runs a 4.4. There is no way that you have all these players and you somehow only figure out how to muster up 14 points. Like, there's no way. There's no way, bro. I gotta look at the scoring log, because I'm sorry, y'all. I know I probably shouldn't be like this, like, you know what I'm saying? But I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, bro. Because it's unnecessary. It was so unnecessary for us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what in the world, bro? I don't understand, like. Yeah, man. Even the first drive, bro. The first drive, like, we keep doing this. Like, we get a turnover and we're in midfield, perfect field position. We drive down the field, we get right there, and then kick a field goal. Oh, and before I get into the offense, I'm sorry, I'll keep getting that to Scott Turner, because this is what I'm trying to say. Even in 2020, when we first got him, he's been doing the same thing. He used to call screens on third down, and he still does it. And nothing has changed. His play calling, his habits have not changed. And it's even then, I'm just like, bro, like, this is trash. Okay, you giving me creative things, like, you know what I'm saying, but this is trash though. Like, it's the result. It's not good, bro. It's not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like put your team in a position to, like, you know, if you want to be a head coach one day, like, you know, if you maybe that's your hope, maybe that's not what you want to do, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's why you do this. You do just enough that they're gonna keep a job or something. I don't know, but, like, you know what I'm saying, put your team in a better position, bro. But I don't care. Like, you know, he has no excuse. We done gave him everything. And what is your excuse now? So now you want to say the offensive line. Okay, and then granted, like, okay, y'all got like, y'all let go of Brandon Sheriff and y'all let go of Eric Flowers to get Carson Wentz. And then when you have Carson Wentz, it wasn't Carson Wentz's fault all the time. It wasn't Carson Wentz's fault that we lost a lot of those games. Who was it? Who was calling the plays? Who called the screens on third down? Who called the draws? Who didn't help John Masco and all them coordinate blocking schemes against the Lions, against the Eagles? You think Ron Rivera did it? You think Ron Rivera, like, I mean, he knows, like, you know what I'm saying, he knows football, like, you know what I'm saying, but it's just like, yeah. Anyways, man, I'm done talking about it. Like, let's get into the game. Taylor Heinicke, he played better than he did last game, of course. I mean, if you look at his stat line, you would think that he, like, really did his thing. Bro, we scored a field goal, a touchdown, a field goal, and a touchdown. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. Yeah. We scored 2 touchdowns. Where we really should have scored probably like a good 4, 5, like if 4 at least. Some of this because it played daggone penalties, like, but it is what it is, bro. Taylor Heinicke played well, like, for what it was. Like, I can't say fully. It was just like, like, Taylor Heinicke had 275 yards, like, you know what I'm saying, and 2 touchdowns. I think he had 200 something yards, like, in for regulation, like, ended. He did decent, like, you know what I'm saying, and he did again. He did enough to help us, like, at least try to win. But Scott Turner just like was just like, I don't really want to win this game. You know what I'm saying? What's the and the worst? You know what the worst thing about this is? This little tie is that it doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't help us. It doesn't hinder us and stuff like that. But then we got injuries, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, insult to injury. We got Tyler Lawson getting carted off the field and Jonathan Allen all banged up and everything, just for us to tie. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least help the guys, like, feel good about their daggone bye week and go in there. I hate seeing that 1-1, like, you know what I'm saying? It just gives me 2018 vibes. I hate seeing that thing. Like, why do we have a tie? Like, it just doesn't. I don't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's so much. Like, it's so much. This is just Heinicke, he missed a lot of throws though. I can't even talk about the performance of Heinicke without talking about the offensive line, because it's like there's so many plays where it's like, he's sitting back there and he's waiting for a play to develop, and I can't wait to see what happens. And then, he tries to throw the ball and he gets hit, like, or gets sacked, or the ball gets popped out and stuff like that. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Even, but, like I said, the play calling was terrible. You know what I'm saying? When we really needed just to get first downs. All we had to do is get first downs. You get 10 first downs, like, you know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, you get 10 first downs, you score a touchdown. That's all we have to do. We don't have to daggone, like, be like, oh, we need 20 yards. Like, maybe situationally, of course, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, play our game. Just play your game. Run the ball. Like, you was running the ball, like, you know what I'm saying? Run the ball, throw a slant, throw a dig, run the balls. Like, it's not that hard. Like, But Scott Turner, I keep going back to him, is on Ask Madden mode, and he called it like, like, dang, Madden, like, should I run a screen or should I run a draw? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is real life football. This is people's livelihood. This is futures, like, fan bases. Like, he doesn't care. Anyways, Taylor Heineke played okay. I don't know why y'all think Carson Wentz would have done better with this. Because I cannot talk about Taylor Heineke's performance without talking about the offensive line. This dude, Charles Leno, literally has Kayvon Thibodeau, the number one draft pick this past year, right here. And instead of blocking him, this dude double teams and lets this dude come by. He must have did a bet on the game or something like that. He's like, oh, if we tie with the Giants, then I get a parlay or something. Something had to happen. This was the weirdest thing, like, cause it's like they were just okay. How you okay with just getting a tie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't, like, something was weird, bro. That was weird. Like, cause it's just like finished them off. You know what I'm saying? We're not winning no champion. We're not winning no player. We're not winning nothing doing that. Like, just being okay with time. Like, I feel like this whole video is just about me complaining about time. But the offensive line played terrible. Andrew Norwell just letting the dude right past him, like, you know what I'm saying? Where he could have had a double team, but he just let the dude right past him. Like, everybody on that line sucked except for probably Sam Cosmi, and he got injured again. Like, dang on, man. Like, they were just trash. I don't even want to talk about them. They was like, and we got them. We had them playing like they was the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had their front seven playing like they was the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, we was scared of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I said this. I probably said this earlier. I think I did. The whole team was just playing tired. Like, I get it. Like, this has been a long season. We haven't had a bye. We haven't had no rest. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for us to play like the Giants was just like this crazy juggernaut. It was insane, bro. Especially on defense. Like, they are not good. Let me again. Y'all help me Google these people, please. Help me Google these people because I don't know. Y'all, I'm so frustrated, bro. Y'all help me Google these people. Who is Julian Love? I know Bryce Love. Who is Julian Love? Somebody help me. Who is Nick McLeod? Somebody help me. I know McFadden. He's a good player. Fabian Monroe he was having a rough day. And he should have had a rougher day. You know what I'm saying? These refs, like, definitely, like, through the game, like, with this deck on offensive, not calling the offensive pass interference. I mean, the pass interference and stuff like that. Calling it back. All this stuff, bro, like, it is what it was, bro. I'm over it. Brian Robinson, the running backs, had a good day. You know what I'm saying? I wish Gibb gets the ball more. Like, I know he was injured. He looked kind of like, the way he was running, he looked like he was still hurt at times. Like, sometimes he ran fast, and then sometimes he was just, like, kind of, like, looking hobbled a little bit, at least to me. And then he had that weird, like, I think that was in overtime or whatever, where he just, like, let the ball, like, it was like a kick return. And he just let the ball kind of bounce and stuff and, like, gave us terrible field position. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? That was the dumbest thing. I don't even understand. Bro, I don't know these people, bro. Well, we really lost to, like, great value. Walmart. Like, you know what I'm saying? People. Nothing wrong with it. Like, I shop at Walmart sometimes. I don't like shopping there. Like, not even on no, like, it's cheap or something. Like, I am a cheap person, like, but... Like, we should have beat this team. We should be 8-5. Not this. Like, you know what I'm saying? um, the wide receivers played well. The tight ends played terrible. Like I don't even know. Like I was saying, like I've been saying, the tight ends have extremely regressed. I don't know what Juan Castillo, I think his name is doing, but they have regressed. It is terrible. It's noticeable, significantly. Um, we need Pete Hanner back. Why do you retire? Like when we get our best set of tight ends, like why did he do that now? Like you know what I'm saying? Like dang. Um, Sit down. Why? You were just chilling. Sit down. What I say? Sit down. Yes. I have nothing in my hand. Stop. The tight ends. Logan Thomas, like, terrible game. The holding penalties, letting people pass and stuff like that. Cole Turner was bad. I don't even think they had a catch. Let me check. I'm tired, bro. Like, I'm beyond tired. I'm tired. I'm tired in general and just tired of this. Who is it? Logan Thomas, okay, he had 3 receptions for 20 yards, but outside of that, dude, he had no production from the tight end room. If anything, it hindered us today. The wide receivers played well. I mean, Terry had 105 yards. Curtis Samuel had 63 yards. Jahan Dotson had 54. Gibb had 20. Great. But in my mind, I just feel like we lost. And another thing, with that one where they called the fumble in the beginning of the first half with, the second half with Heineke. Bro, I don't know why we didn't challenge that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have no clue why we didn't challenge that. Cause that should have. I think that was just an incompletion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the same thing happened to Mariota, but they want to call it against us, and I don't even know why we didn't challenge it. Cause we ended up having 3 timeouts at the end of the game. Like for us to not kick a field goal. Like, we're so funny, bro. It's like it's so Washington to do this, and like for us to be okay with this, like it's crazy. Um, going back to the defense, Cam Curl had 12 tackles, Jamin Davis had 10, Jonathan Allen had 8 tackles. Danny Johnson had a moment, it was like, dang, it's good to have Danny Johnson back, out there. Other than that, Deron Payne had two sacks. I don't want to completely diminish the performance of the defense, because Danny Johnson had a sack too, and Jonathan Allen had a sack, and Deron Payne needed to get paid, but it was just bad. I just had to go back there since I was looking at the box score, but man, the receivers played well. Jahan Dotson, it was good to see him. That's the only credit I'll give Scott Turner today, is that he got the ball to him. Then Jahan Dotson had this crazy catch, in the beginning of the game, the first drive, I want to say, where it's Taylor Heineke threw a terrible ball, and Jahan just kind of caught that, falling to the ground, with his back, kind of facing the ground or whatever. And then then of course he got the game tying touchdown that saved the game for us. But yeah, man, this is just I'm glad we didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say we might as well have lost, but this is not the type of football that will help us go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame Taylor Heineke, because it's not Taylor Heineke's fault. People don't know football enough so they're gonna realize that, because they're just gonna try to blame the QB and this stuff. But it's clearly coaching, bro. the reason why the reason why the Giants were able to tie with us with less talent is because of their coaching. They get the best out of their players. They put their players in the best position. You know, granted they had some calls, you know, to them, but you're not about to look at their calls, like, you know what I'm saying. But it's clear coaching, so that's all I got, man. I ranted, I yelled, I did all that for all for a tie. I'm tired, and I need to get some work done and go to sleep. But that's it, man. It's your boy Mambo with the Big Dog Command Room. My boy Astro was in there. Y'all finally got to see why we call it the Big Dog Command Room and why I be so annoyed with him. But yeah, man, that's it. I on to the bye week. You know, hopefully we don't lose to that. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't tie with that, huh? You know what I'm saying? But until then, man, I got the week 13 reflections coming up. You know, soon. You know, and y'all be on the lookout for that. Until then, like, comment, subscribe. You know, help me get to 30 followers by the end of the year. We're at 16, looking for that 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, you know. But yeah, man, I'll see y'all later. You know, appreciate y'all for watching, you know, and peace, love, and hair grease.